Moving on, SB3132 relating to medical cannabis. First up, we have Hawaii Department of Health and Support.
Good afternoon, chairs, vice chairs. My name is Kyle Brandt with the Office of Medical Cannabis Control and Regulation. We stand in support with a written testimony, but I'm available for questions if you have any.
Thank you. Okay. Next, we have Clifton Otto, Akamai Cannabis Consulting, providing comments. Dr. Otto, please proceed. You have 1 minute. We have your testimony.
Good afternoon, chairs, vice chairs, members of the committees. Dr. Clifton Otto. Yes, you have my written testimony. I'd just like to add a few comments. This bill appears patient-friendly on the surface because it ends the sunset on primary caregivers, but it also prematurely limits grow sites to 5 patients and extends this limitation to caregivers, which is the wrong direction for our program to be heading, which is why I've proposed the amendments in my suggestions and in my testimony. I would also like to see this bill used as a vehicle for other changes to the program that patients are submitting, namely from SB3278. And finally, this federal situation with cannabis in Hawaii, the Office of the Attorney General is saying that patients cannot have legal safe harbor. If this is true, then why are members of the Native American Church able to enjoy legal safe harbor from federal Schedule 1 for the ceremonial use of peyote? We really have not had a proper discussion of this issue, and I hope this is something we can do today. Aloha. I am available for any questions or discussion.
Thank you, Dr. Otto. Next, we have Adam 43432 in opposition, Anela Kealakai in opposition, 3 other individuals in support, Brian Cook in opposition, and 43 other individuals in opposition. For SB 3132, anybody else wishing to testify? Members, any questions? So I have a question, Department of Health. So most of these oppositions is basically the opposition of you folks decreasing the caregivers to 5 instead of what is existing, and decreasing the grow sites, the grow to 5 instead of the existing 10. Why are you decreasing it?
That provision has been in statute for several years. It's been delayed a few times, to my knowledge. Currently, there is not a limit, but yes, at the end of this year, there will be a 5-patient limit for an individual grow site.
So you're saying that you're not actually changing it, that it's actually already in the statute?
That's correct.
Doesn't look like it, but okay. But otherwise, you're not in opposition to keeping it currently instead of decreasing it.
We support the 5-patient limit. We believe, we believe in a kind of a community garden model on a small scale for patients to grow if they're not able to grow in their home for whatever reason. But we feel that large grow sites have issues with, turning into possibly commercial operations that are very difficult to regulate. Okay. There's issues with patient putting in legal jeopardy as well as patient safety.
Okay. Have you seen Dr. Otto's proposed amendments, which basically allows the limitation of 5 patients per caregiver, except for those areas that's zoned for agricultural use, and otherwise allow the department to regulate that pursuant to Chapter 91?
No, the department supports caregiving on a one-to-one basis. Expanding that, lowers the level of care that a patient receives from a caregiver.
Okay, thank you very much. Any other questions? Okay, seeing none, it's our last bill. So let's